Stepping up to the couch, it's Bryant, who led the league last season in cracked screens. But with his new athletic case, it looks like that won't be the case. Touchdown, Bryant!
And Jake Browning looks to throw on the game's first play. It's a crossing Andre Bocelli, who's coming off his biggest game of the season and that Apple Cup win up in Pullman last week. A little nicer out, by the way. Tight end to the left side of the formation, crossing the field. Knocked down and incomplete. Incomplete, and it's fourth down as Mika Tafua got his hand on it and then nearly intercepted it.
Check out right here. Look at Tafua. He's not able to get any penetration, but he's watching the eyes of Browning. They like to run the crossing routes, and he just gets his hands up into the passing lanes. And I gotta tell you,
in on fourth down and 6, we'll go for it. Browning steps into a slant. It's broken up and incomplete. Jalen Johnson knocks it away, and this long Washington drive ends with a turnover on downs. But he's not been good on third down. Washington heating up the freshman. He was protected momentarily. Now extending the play. Burr Curvin races to the sidelines to bump him out. The nation's leading tackler picks up his first tonight. On 2nd and 9, he's back to throw with a blitz picked up. Across his body, ill-advised and incomplete. It was dropped by Corian Ballard. It's the second opportunity we've seen at a Utah interception go through the hands of a defender.
Yeah, and you're going to watch Corian Ballard. He's eventually going to come up and replace. Excuse me, he's right there on the other side of the field. Right here on the left side. And that's really the key, is if you get Jake Browning off the spot and you force him in positions where he's going to make throws where you can't see where he's going with the football, he likes to anticipate, but that works against you when you...
Clock winding down. They motion Bocelli. Just get it off in time. Browning down the sideline. Wants Fuller, but it's out of his reach, and it's fourth down with a tight coverage from Julian Blackman. If they've gone 3-0 without them. Britton Covey on the sweep. Finds some room and has a first down, the first of the game for Utah. Crosses the 45 and a pickup of 16. It was one of the more physical games he's ever played in. Pressure out of the secondary is picked up. Coverage downfield is tight. He extends the play and now runs. Gets what he can, but it'll be fourth down. And boy, you saw the physicality from the secondary. One, Bruce. Browning looking wide side, and a strong throw to Aaron Fuller, who steps out of the tackle of Julian Blackman and turns it into a big play. 27 yards into Utah territory. 3 receivers, a tight end and a running back to choose from, and on the slant he finds Ty Jones, who juggles. It is picked off. Boy, that hit about 4 different players, and ultimately Javelin Guidry picked it off, and Utah takes over.
At the top of your screen. Everyone else clears out in front of him. He does a good job of widening the defender, and it, again, you can't throw that football any better. Heads up play by Guidry to get his hands on the football.
Heads up play and heels up play from Ty Jones. And lined up over Covey on third down. Shelley retreating, throwing behind Damari Simpkins. Quickly tackled by Ben Burr-Curvin, and quickly fourth down. All time against the Utes. Out of an empty set to open this drive. Browning hitting a crossing Bocelli, who beat Corian Ballard for a first down. His second catch of the day goes for a dozen. On third down, he looks far side. Then he gets chased and spikes it into the ground with Cody Barton applying the pressure.
Legal. Number 9 was in the area. Fourth down.
The expected running back is in, but he swings out and takes the throw. Needs a couple of blocks. Won't get him. Ben Burr-Curvin combining with Miles Bryant, and another 3 and out for the Utes. Third time tonight. A wide snap pulled in by Browning. Tries to go out the back door, then pays the price, getting sacked by Mika Tafua. Second and long. Quickly to Bocelli. Trying to set up the blocks. He does to get a chunk back, and then drags the much bigger Lecky Fotu to within a yard of the first down. They go from second and long to 3rd and 1. Utah shows pressure. They bring a man off of the near side. Browning steps up. He tries to run for the first down and does to the 20. Fully extended for a gain of 7.
And this
On 3rd and 2, they roll Jake Browning. Eyes in the end zone. Double clutches. Throws it up for grabs and incomplete. Wanted Cade Otton. Marquise Blair applied the pressure. And finally some points in this Pac-12 championship as Henry knocks it through. That is now 6 of 7 since his miss near the end of regulation at Oregon. See where they get here on 2nd and 6. Shelley pulls it in the run pass option. It's Fotheringham again into Washington territory for the first time tonight. It'll be 53. Washington brings pressure and knocks him right out of Matt Gay's field goal range. Taylor Rapp, the safety. Yes, the safety with his team leading 5th sack.
Well, that's one of those mistakes that you make when you're inexperienced as a quarterback. Take a look at Taylor Rapp. He's going to key on the blitz here. It's a little bit of a delayed blitz coming from depth. And what that allows for is once the offensive line takes up their assignments, they don't account for Rapp. Shelley doesn't see him until it's too late. And the biggest mistake there is it takes him out of field goal range.
The Pac-12. Here they empty it out for him. Washington brings pressure, floats one outside and hits his high school teammate Jalen Dixon. Breaks a tackle, crosses the 45, providing the biggest play of the night for the Utes, 26 yards. Tyler Huntley battling from behind tonight, working off play action on 3rd and long. Well protected and finds an open man, Damari Simpkins. Settling in the zone for a gain of 16 to convert 3rd down. Here within Matt Gay's field goal range. Shelley has it knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Joe Tryon. It'd be a 52-yarder or so from here for Gay. 53. From long range. He does it again and ties the game. Scraping it over the crossbar. 7 defeat.
And tough call when Gaskin's only 5'10" and you got a 6'2" safety.
Browning moved off his spot into a tight window. Has Hunter Bryant for a 1st down near midfield. Hunter Bryant, who last season was off to a great start as a freshman.
He's been productive so far in this game.
They are going to try for it. Browning scrambling, throwing on the move. There is Bocelli, but Utah, as they've done all night, so good in the open field. Julian Blackman brings him down, and a turnover on downs. Another Washington sustained drive that ends with no points. Rose Bowl. Shelley scans to the wide side. That ball's juggled and picked, and headed the other way is Byron Murphy. A game-changing play. 66 yards to the house. Defense with the first touchdown tonight.
The 2nd interception of the night, and really, it's neither quarterback's fault. This is just unfortunate as the OC Mariner somehow doesn't get that football in, and there's Byron Murphy for his 3rd interception of the season. A game-changing play for the Huskies, taking all the air out of this stadium for the Utah crowd.
Freshman out of Phoenix, Curtis Enos' son. Here's a shot. Going back towards Enos. This time, it is Miller getting the better of him for an interception. Utah backs off with 7 in coverage. A twist, able to flush Browning from his spot. Throws on the move to Drew Sample. A drive extender on 3rd and long. Jake Browning extends the play and finds his tight end for 17. On the 16th play of the drive, he's under pressure. He heaves it outside. He's got Bocelli, who extends the ball. Where do they spot him? They spot him 1.5 yards short from 38 yards. It's blocked. The one phase where Utah figured it had a distinct advantage. Special teams keeps their hopes alive with 5:10 left.
And I think it may have been Mika Tafua to get a hand on it. There was a lot of penetration. Let's take another look. And this kick was lower than it needed to be, but It's tough to tell amongst that scrum the mess. I actually think it might have been John Penasini.
Yep.
Big number 52 gets a fingertip, just enough. What a stop by the Utah defense.
Find it late like they did against BYU last week. Shelley hit as he let it go. It's Murphy again. The third Washington pick tonight.
Washington decides to bring a pressure. Once again, getting Jason Shelley a little bit off the spot. Hey, diddle diddle, let's send a guy up the middle.
Nice.
And once Rapp's got a free run, Shelley knows he's got to take off. He ends up seeing Simpkins open downfield, but it's Byron Murphy who takes advantage of just an inaccurate throw. And you wonder if Joe Tryon got a hand on it to affect that.
Browning against a four-man rush, well protected. He's been effective with his feet so far tonight. Here, he only gets a couple. Bradley and I brings him down inside 3.5 minutes.
Has been successful tonight.
Again, they drop 8. So Shelley with time. Dixon comes open, and he's got another first down. Bumped out of bounds at the 36.
Up here in the slot.
Steps into one. Incomplete. And no flag. Washington's going to head to the Rose Bowl for the first time since 2000.
And guess who? Byron Murphy, who's been everything for the Huskies tonight. He's had himself just a phenomenal game. And it looked like it may have been a little bit early. Right here, working on COC Mariner. Watch the break on the football. See if there's contact at the top. It looks close. This would be a great angle. Clearly early. And crucial no call, considering how that would have impacted the rest of this drive. Clearly, head coach Kyle Whittingham's frustrated.
And with no timeouts, that's the game. What a night for Byron Murphy and the Washington defense, providing the game's only touchdown and sending the Huskies to their second Pac-12 championship over the last 3 seasons. Kyle Whittingham still letting the officiating crew know of his displeasure with a non-call on 4th down. Lowest scoring championship game.
JP Sounds.